to the tomahawk.
Yeah. Oh
I mean,
shit. Yeah, I definitely signed that motherfucker. Uh, again, man, I appreciate you coming on here. Dope story, dope person, man. You're a bright individual. Um, can't wait to see what's next. Before we get out of here, I want you to tell the people one where they can find you at. Get all your everything you got going on, and leave them with a bit of a nugget of information. Don't give them too much because they're studio ideas. Trust me.
Uh,
Um,
let's see.
they're a
Let's
bunch
see.
of fans. They're a bunch of
Yeah.
fans.
Let's see. When it comes to finding me, let's see. Let's start with my website, ethanspeaks.com. Again, ethanspeaks.com. When it comes to my social media, I got the same username for my Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok. It's Ethan Poetic 23. Again, Ethan Poetic 23. Then on Facebook, there's two profiles. There's Ethan Poetic, the poetry page where I, share inspirational information, powerful quotes, and certain things like certain videos that could be life changing for people. Then again, there's Ethan Vaughn. That's spelled VAUGHN. Facebook has yet to change my last name on it, even though I gave him all the legal information. Then on LinkedIn, I'm Ethan Poetic. Then on Twitter, I'm Ethan V23. Then on my YouTube channel, I am Ethan Poetic, where you get to see all my speeches, my accomplishments, my interviews, me giving thanks to people and giving respect where respect is due. And of course, let's see my where you can buy my book. You can buy my book directly from me, and I'll sign and autograph it. I'll just make sure to charge you for just the book, shipping, handling, and you just tell me where your address is or PO box is, and I'll mail it to you. Take a screenshot of the tracking number, and therefore everyone can keep track of it. There's no mix up. But if you just want to buy the book, print on demand through Amazon, Walmart, Target, Barnes and Noble, Kobo. Right now, it's available as a soft cover, hardcover, ebook. Uh,
The brother.
what I can leave you with the nugget is today is like there's several nuggets I can leave you with. Like the first one is being service to other people. Like what it means is to care about somebody else's life than you do your own life. When the fire department, the police, the ambulance, the people in the hospital and rehab, they care more about my life than they did about theirs during that time period. Whether it's for the hour, that day, a season, because they saw a need and I have to pay my respects to them because every single person contributed towards saving my life but helped me get to this point. The other quote I can leave you with is, I went from victim to victor.
yes, I ain't never lied on that one.
Talk your shit right now, Ethan. Go ahead. Talk your shit.
Because in order to make that transition period, you have to do the work, whether it's speaking out how you feel about certain things. And sometimes, as I talk about in the book, I had to, distance myself from certain people because if you're in a bad situation, either you were wrong place, wrong time, wrong company, doing something you weren't supposed to do, or allowing somebody to use the barrel crab method where they saw you leaving the barrel but wanted to pull you back in.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you can't allow people to pull you back in when you gotta tell them, hey, uh, not everybody comes. Not everybody's meant to be. I'll put you like this: the crabs were never meant to be in the barrel. They're meant to be in the ocean, be free, and find their purpose. The person who's pulling you back hasn't found their purpose.
So they don't want to go to the ocean.
No.
See, because they don't want to step outside their comfort zone. Because they're like a garden that's full of weeds that doesn't want to blossom. But when you start picking out the weeds out of that garden, you'll see truly how beautiful the garden is by doing the work. And that's what I did. It wasn't no situation where somebody's giving me a list of things to do. It's more like a reality check of what do I want to do moving forward now that I'm eating again, drinking again, the soft beverages, of course, and more about what did I want to do to make my life better because I didn't want to settle for being on a feeding tube, being underweight. When I used to play 3 sports, I still got my trophy, I still got my medals, and when you put in that work, you go from victim to victor, you inspire people. But always remember, I didn't just get here. It took work. There's times where I applaud for other people's successes and basically shared the light of they achieved something and they did something or most of the work without most people looking. And then for me,
yeah.
I got my, people say flowers, respect, and recognition when I made the front page in the newspaper. And it's like the best of both worlds. Where I used to live in Coatesville up until halfway into my 8th grade year. And the day the photographer came out to the track meet that I was helping out with, I've been living in Lancaster for several years since that move. And the track scrimmage is, McCaskey, JP McCaskey High School, which is in Lancaster, and Coastal Area's school district. So that's how I had the best of both worlds in that present time, where 2 school districts that I used to be in, the only difference is one school district, Coastal Area's school district, is the humble beginnings. School district Lancaster is more the next chapter of my life where I am an alumni at JP McCaskey High School. And, when the coach, I got to give a shout out to Coach David Henry, Coach Matt Ortega, Scott Feldman, Coach Camara, and many other coaches, with the sports. When they saw me in the front page of the newspaper, they were very proud because that inspired them to keep going. That inspired them to think, I invested in that former student athlete, and now they can share this information with the current student athlete and say, this is the type of relationship I want with you. Because it's not about the X's and O's, scoring the points. I want you to go from student athlete to college graduate or get a trade, serve in the military. The blueprint is right here in this newspaper article. And then, I also was recognized with being featured on WGAL television, inspirational story. And then one of the professors did, our former, actually her name is Dr. Tereso Loretz, PhD. She is head of Department of Theater and Communication. My mentor, Bob Paul, once he told her about the story, she was like, you mean to tell me he been coming to our university at Mills University the whole time? He never shared it. HR department didn't pick up on it. What she decided to do is make an award after me, the Overcoming Adversity Award, and sent it in the mail to me, and I framed it. Then along the way, I got 2 Pennsylvania Commonwealth citations, a proclamation declaration, and
I can't even say that shit right. A proclamation, yep.
Proclamation declaration. Yes. Basically, I was friends with most of the city council members, including the mayor. There was one person that I knew very well. And, I mentioned the idea to her, and she really pushed it to be on the agenda board. And then, finally it was on the agenda board, and I was waiting, inside their Zoom, and then finally got to talk to them, explain the story. And then they all voted yay for me to get a proclamation declaration.
Yeah, because you'd be an ass to vote nay on that. After hearing your story, you'd be a fool. They look at you cross if they like, no, that's not gonna work. Well, we'll vote you out then. How's that?
Yeah. Yeah, but long story short, besides the recognitions and the achievements and the awards and everything and inspiring people, I just want to let you know, as I tell people, it comes at a cost. And in order for me to tell this type of stuff that's so deep, it requires humility, vulnerability. And that's why I try to explain to people, like, there's a time for me to be inspirational, there's a time for me to focus on life, keep a happy medium, and keep a balance, because I'm not trying to be up here when I'd rather be just here in the middle.
I'd say this.
It's a little late for that, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
God, somewhere up there, like, you know what? I did that.
Yeah, that's me. That's on me, y'all. Y'all see that?
Gabriel.
All right, DC.
Catch up.
DC, you already know you got to make.
Oh yeah, Chris, go ahead.
Oh, I knew I was gonna go there.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
go ahead, sir.
With closing, here's the hardcover book, laminated case. I have it set at a certain price due to inflation. Well, if you buy from me directly, I can give you a discount.
He's even thinking about the people's pockets. Damn.
This man's a saint.
You think it's a game? Get fired when he spits one time.
Again, I do have this price at a certain price online due to inflation, because this is a hardcover laminated case. But if you buy from me directly on ethanspeaks.com, all you gotta do is email me. We can make an arrangement, and I can sell to you at a discounted price and still charge you for the shipping.
Get that man his full price. Don't send him no damn emails. Give him all his money.
We're not bartering for books, people.
No.
Hey, brother, I got
man.
Pay the full ticket.
$25 and a couple Twinkies, man.
Yeah,
Throw me out, Debo.
And then of course, this is the saw cover. This is price, normal price. And then of course, if you want to be scientific, you can download the book as an ebook. And then
there you go.
And it's pretty soon, hopefully, my editor can get everything done, and I can get everything done on my end and finally get the audio version copyrighted. And that's gonna be available through a deal I'm gonna have with ACX. It's gonna be a distribution deal through Audible, iTunes, Amazon, audiobook, where you get to hear my voice, not somebody else's voice, my own voice. The author, the self-publisher, the two-time college graduate,
talk your shit,
and the walking living miracle.
Right.
And on a side note, a proud uncle.
And
you think it's a game? Get fired when he spits one time.
But ultimately, to all the viewers and listeners, I just want to tell you that it's a humble experience. I don't, show off the awards just to flaunt or put on a facade. Like, I prove it on my YouTube channel. I prove it on my social media, not for the likes, not for the shares, not for the comments, but the whole purpose is just to inspire people that you can make your current day or the next day your better day. But you have to do the work, because I did the work. My book is the blueprint of the work, and you got to do the work, because you want to become of age where you're thinking, I should have done this and that, because you have to really continue to evolve, because we only get to live one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. It's a matter of what you want to do with it. And on a side note, hopefully my book reaches the hands of Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey, where
facts. Do it a book club.
Yeah, Oprah Winfrey, I like to request a blessing for me to be involved in your book club, and then I get that Oprah Winfrey seal next to my, fresh cut.
Hey Oprah, put my man's in your book club. Stop playing with it.
First of all, if Oprah's watching this shit, we got to talk about more than just a book. I'm sorry. Not to be selfish or anything, but yeah, put your seal on the book. But let's talk, Oprah.
No, he ain't got on the hoodie and he got on a fitted cap. He real
It's,
sexy
it's some
tonight.
new. It's some new stuff. It's some new stuff coming
Yeah.
tonight. Some new stuff. New stuff. New stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah, that would be very appreciative. It'd be a way of giving a blessing, but also allow the book to inspire more people in your network overseas, third world countries that you're, you know, help encouraging, but also invested in. And there's that. To any, people in the New York Times, Los Angeles Times, you know, I wouldn't mind doing an interview with you so my book can become a be on the bestsellers list
You heard.
because eventually the value of me as a keynote speaker is going to go up with experience. I already saw the blueprint, the pricing, and for anyone looking for a keynote speaker, just contact me on ethanspeaks.com. We can negotiate and go from there. Cause I can deliver the goods, whether it's in person or on Zoom. It's a matter, us sealing the deal together and making life better for not only just for the kids, the college students, but also the people on your team, the staff, the custodial worker, the secretary, and even the security guard.
In other words, this man saying, get with him because today's price, yesterday's prices is not today's prices. That's what he's saying.
Damn, I was just about to say that, Chris.
That's what
Good,
he's
get out my
saying.
damn
This
head.
is
Tomorrow
what
prices
he's
ain't
saying.
gonna be today's. Tomorrow, you
And
better hurry
tomorrow
up.
prices ain't gonna be today prices. You better
So you need to
understand.
get with him. Oh, damn. Yo, yeah, God literally broke.
Yeah, Chris. Now you get to follow all that. Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll be
Go.
fine.
No pressure.
Watch this recovery. Shout out to Amron once again. You can also listen to Blurred's Eye View on Opulence Radio as well. Thursday, as a matter of fact. There's a bigger team that's coming behind us. You might want to watch out. Tune in tomorrow live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We're talking to another dope indie comic creator and novelist, fantasy novelist. And you can also catch us anywhere you listen to us on your podcasts. You can catch us on Always Press Record.